Let's begin with the latest updates coming in on the investigation against Rajya Sabha Congress MP Dheeraj Sahu. 5 days on, the counting continues. So much so that 9 machines that were brought in to count the cash were also broken down because of the extent of cash, the amount of cash that we're talking about. Some of those images are on the right of your screens are the latest of officials continuing to count all of the bundles of cash that's been found. More cash counting machines have been brought in. Nearly 100 officials are on the job in both Odisha and Jharkhand to count the cash that they've seized so far from Sahu. Now, heavy load has also led to several cash counting machines completely breaking down because for 5 days now, the counting has been going on. 300 crores has been counted, but there's a lot more that officials are yet to process. Meanwhile, a reaction also coming in from Home Minister Amit Shah, who's lashed out at the India Alliance, saying all of them, all the parties backing Congress, along with Rahul Gandhi, should give an answer.
कांग्रेस का मौन तो हमें समझ में आता है क्योंकि इनकी फितरत ही भ्रष्टाचार की है, परंतु चाहे तृणमूल कांग्रेस हो, चाहे जेडीयू हो, चाहे आरजेडी हो, ये सारे दल डीएमके सहित चुप बैठे हैं। सपा भी चुप बैठी है, कोई रिएक्शन नहीं। अब मुझे समझ में आ रहा है कि मोदी जी के खिलाफ ये जो एक प्रचार अभियान चला कि एजेंसियों का दुरुपयोग हुआ है, वो क्यों चलाया गया? क्योंकि इनके जहन में एक डर था कि हमारे करप्शन के सारे कच्चे चिट्ठे खुल जाएंगे।
Let me bring in Satyajit Kumar as well on this broadcast. He's been tracking the latest updates coming in from Ranchi. Satyajit, what's the latest on the investigation? Has more cash been seized, or this is still counting that's happening of the cash that was seized 5 days ago?
It is not yet over, and the counting is on. And meanwhile, the politics is also on. BJP is trying to build a narrative that Congress and its allies are involved in knee-deep corruption. And even Congress is feeling the pinch of salt. Congress knows if BJP would be able to build up a narrative that corruption is an issue, then they'll face a heap of difficulties. So Congress has cornered and distanced itself from Dheeraj Sahu.
Okay, so right now the Congress continuing to maintain we have nothing to do with Dheeraj Sahu. Those pictures right now on the right of your screen is going viral of Sahu seen with Rahul Gandhi during the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Thanks, Satyajit, for those details. Let me just round up all the updates that have come in on the story so far. 5 days on, the raids continue. 5 days on, the counting of cash continues at the premises of Dheeraj Sahu in both Odisha and Jharkhand. The latest in our report first.
India's biggest black cash haul. Multiple cupboards, almiras and bags stashed with wads after wads of high-value currency notes. Nearly 300 crore rupees cash and counting. Apart from precious jewelries. And this man, Congress leader and Rajya Sabha MP Dheeraj Sahu, in the middle of a raging black cash storm. After seizures from multiple locations in Odisha and Jharkhand, such was the scale of the cash mountain that income tax officials had to deploy 40 additional large cash counting machines and dozens of staffers. The seized cash was transferred in multiple vehicles to the counting center set up in the bank. The unprecedented seizure of cash piles from Congress MP Dheeraj Sahu led to protests and scathing BJP attacks against Congress Corruption Ki Dukaan. The BJP targeted Rahul Gandhi by posting images of Dheeraj Sahu with the Congress MP and reposting Sahu's attack on Modi government's 2016 demonetization.
Congress सहित तमाम घमंडिया का जुबान बंद है। सोनिया गांधी हो, राहुल गांधी हो, प्रियंका गांधी हो, सभी की जुबान बंद है। धीरज साहू के पैसे कहां जा रहे थे? किस चुनाव के लिए? मोदी को हराने के लिए था क्या?
A cornered Congress tried to distance itself from the money bag, calling him answerable for the cash haul.
धीरज साहू जी का निजी मामला है, उससे कांग्रेस पार्टी का कोई भी लेना देना नहीं है। इसके ऊपर में जब भी इनकम टैक्स जो भी ऑफिशियल डिपार्टमेंट है उसके बाद में जो भी फाइनल इसके बारे में रिपोर्ट देगा, उसके बाद में धीरज साहू जी की ये जिम्मेदारी है कि वे स्पष्ट करें कि इतने बड़ी रकम उनके पास कैसे आई।
Amid the ongoing ED offensive against the corrupt, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made BJP's intention clear when he vowed to make Congress pay for every paisa looted from the public.
अगर उनकी घोटाले की गारंटी है तो मोदी की भी एक गारंटी है और मेरी गारंटी है हर घोटालेबाज पर कार्रवाई की गारंटी, हर चोर लुटेरे पर कार्रवाई की गारंटी।
The opposition has painted the ED crackdown as vendetta politics. Will the corruption fight shape the campaigning for the 2024 general polls? Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, so the BJP is putting the onus on the Congress and also on the India Alliance. The Congress is saying we have nothing to do with this entire case. Let me open this up. Joining us on the broadcast is Shehzad Poonawala, BJP spokesperson. We also have Mahima Singh from the Congress. Good evening to both of you. Mahima Singh, if I can begin with you. In each of these cases, when you have the ED, the IT, the CBI investigating, the Congress immediately rushes in to defend its leaders, says this is a political witch hunt, this is targeting of our leaders. Why is it that you're silent on this particular case? Why have you thrown Dheeraj Sahu onto the bus? Is it an admission of guilt then?
Jai Hind, I don't think there's any silence at all, Akshita. I think Mr. Jairam Ramesh has very categorically made a statement where he has said that, in addition to the politics, we are all individuals at the end of the day. And Mr. Dheeraj Sahu, I think, hails from a family which has been, over hundreds of years into, a business. So, whatever his individual capacity, family capacity, you see, he hails from a business family. We don't know the sources of that cash. So, it's been made very categorically clear that, the party doesn't have anything to do with it.
Can I read out for you what his affidavit says? In 2018, his election affidavit filed with the Election Commission says his annual earnings stood at about 1 crore. 1 crore, Mahima, versus 300 crores that's been found from his property.
Akshita, a political party can, play bet on an individual, can give tickets to an individual, but cannot vouch for every single individual. However, when you talk about corruption, I think we have 10 lakh crores of willful defaulters loans being written off by this government. We have 70,000 crores of charge sheet against Ajit Pawar, with whom the BJP formed a coalition in Maharashtra and formed a government there. We have 23,000 crores of ABG shipyard scam. We have Vyapam scam. We have 5,207 crores of opaque electoral bonds being received by the BJP. We have dilution of RTI Act, and we have compromise over Prevention of Corruption Act happened over the past 9 years in this country. So if you want to talk about corruption, let's not talk in isolation. We'll have to talk taking the whole picture into account. I think
don't talk in isolation. Shehzad Poonawala, your response to that. Mahima Singh saying we can't vouch for every single person who is brought into the political sphere representing the Congress. And she says don't look at this one incident. Talk about allegations against the BJP also.
First of all, India Today has just put out this video on social media where there has almost, my phone has got cut. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Shehzad. We can hear you.
Anyways, I'll continue speaking and I hope I won't be interrupted. India Today has put out a video wherein an army of people have been called to actually count the money. It's the 5th day of counting and counting hasn't stopped. 200 bags have been required to collect the money that has been counted so far. This is the scale of corruption of one MP. Imagine 50, 60 years of this and thousands of MPs of Congress party. So just do the math. Now, as far as this issue is concerned, I am shocked that Mahima could say we don't vouch for our MPs. This person has lost multiple Lok Sabha elections and he's been sent to Rajya Sabha thrice. Are you telling me that Congress is not vouching for somebody it has sent to Rajya Sabha thrice? Is that the official stand of the Congress party? We don't vouch for people we send to Rajya Sabha thrice? If that is so, then I wonder what they think about the other members of parliament that they've sent to, including Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi. Look, I understand why Rahul and Sonia can't take a position on this, simply because Rahul and Sonia themselves are involved in the National Herald scam. They've got no relief from the courts. And the same agencies which Mahima Singh and her party abuse are actually, they are the ones, they are very happy when Aam Aadmi Party leaders are subjected to investigation. Stop the echo. Are subjected to
Shehzad, I'm going to reconnect with you. I'm going to reconnect with you. But the point that you mentioned, Shehzad, I'll bring in Mahima on that. Mahima, let's talk about this incident in isolation. It deserves that. Look at the amount of cash that we're talking about. Can the Congress get away by saying we can't vouch for every single one of our members of parliament?
If it deserves that, Akshita, then you would have to have...
Come on, Mahima, you know it does. 300 crores.
Akshita, I think when a leader of stature of Mr. Jairam Ramesh, who's also the General Secretary and heads the communication department, one of the most senior leaders, has made a statement that Congress is not connected with Sahu's businesses in any manner, I think you should either, if you want somebody to answer, or, in the individual capacity of Mr. Sahu's, because you're talking about Mr. Sahu's stashes of cash.
Is he not associated with the Congress? Is he or is he not associated with the Congress? Now, let's say the tables were turned, Mahima Singh, let's say the tables were turned and this was a Rajya Sabha BJP MP, would you have given the benefit of doubt if the BJP said that this is a person that we are not associated with, he's, his own business, etc.? Would you have accepted that kind of a defense?
Akshita, 5,207 crores received by the BJP by means of opaque electoral bonds. That is the amount of cash we should be talking about. 70,000 crores of charge sheet against Ajit Pawar, which he was blackmailed about, and then Mr. Modi returns from France and suddenly there's a coalition and that charge sheet disappears into thin air. That is what you should be talking about, because there we are talking about the ruling party forming coalitions with corrupt individuals. Yadurappa, Pema Khandu, Ajit Pawar, Mukul Roy, Suvendu Adhikari, Narayan Rane, Himanta Biswa Sarma. I think there's an endless list of people.
I'll put that question to the BJP. Shehzad is just going to join us. But Mahima, you have to answer. You have to answer. The Congress surely is also going to be accountable for this.
How do you hold Congress connected with this when we are officially stating that it is his individual businesses that he may be stashing from? The Congress has nothing to do with that cash.
Because he's been brought to the Rajya Sabha 3 times by the Congress.
We have made an official statement. Number one is, the BJP deludes and deflects the public by saying Congress is silent. We have made a statement long ago. This started 2 days ago. Yesterday, our leader made a statement very categorically that this has got nothing to do with the Congress. So there's no silence of the Congress. That is one thing. We've been on debates about this right from the day it happened, and we have been giving clarity on that. So no silence from the Congress. That is one thing that the BJP's lies are busted here. The second is that you're trying to time and again connect it with the Congress. You tell me, how do you connect it with the Congress? All right, he's a public figure. He's a public figure. He's a Rajya Sabha MP. He's been given the ticket in capacity of being the people's representative that he has been. And certainly, I don't think that testifies or verifies anything about the connection of that cash with the Congress.
Shehzad is back with us. Shehzad, go ahead.
First of all, Akshita, I am extremely disappointed by your channel that it patches me. It's not able to establish one connection, and it gives a free run to Mahima to say whatever it wants.
No, we're giving you a chance to respond, Shehzad. Please go ahead.
But I'm still putting my strong protest on the way this has been connected. You've connected me. Anyways, the point is that, Congress party means loot or bhrashtachar ki guarantee. Today, the Congress party is saying we have nothing to do with this. Then why doesn't the Congress party prima facie sack this man, or prima facie take action on this man and distance themselves by saying that we will ask him to prove himself innocent, and once he's proven innocent, then we will take him in the party? Why isn't the Congress party doing that? It is not doing that simply because the Congress party, we've just seen in Rajasthan, we've just seen in Chhattisgarh, have run governments that were steeped in, mired in deep neck-down corruption. And after that, the Congress party is now gearing up for the Lok Sabha elections, and this is their cash of stash that they are building up for the Lok Sabha elections. Now, the question is that 3 times you have nominated this person in Rajya Sabha. You found no better person than this person, and now you're saying, we don't vouch for him. So it clearly doesn't add up. And once again, for destroying the entire flow of my arguments, I'm extremely disappointed the way the connection has been patched. I don't know, it was perhaps to give Mahima an easy way.
Of course not, Shehzad, come on. It was just a technical issue. You know better than anyone that this happens. And I've given you a chance now to also go ahead and put forth your arguments. Nobody interrupted you, so you've had a chance to also speak. Mahima Singh, respond to what Shehzad is saying. He's saying that there's no way that the Congress can completely distance itself from the likes of Dheeraj Sahu. Why haven't you sacked him yet? 5 days it's been.
See, one is, Akshita, that you see the BJP, finds it a child's play to discard and expel people's representatives. Like we have seen 2 members being expelled in a single year. And we see how they play with people's mandate. Over the 9 years, we've been seeing that. One is that. And the other is that you see when they assume the role of agencies themselves, pronouncing sort of judgments on media channels, I think when some facts are found out, the agencies assume their roles, the agencies come into play. I think the IT department is very much into play, like the ED was into play for Ajit Pawar's case. But the ED suddenly seems to have lost its way ever since the BJP joined hands with the 70,000 crores charge-sheeted leader. You see, the ED suddenly loses its way. So I think we should let ED, IT department, CBI do their job as they are meant to. And then once the, allegations find some substance into them, you see the cash has been found. But I think we have a law here which clearly states innocent until proven guilty. I think the investigation must take place. I think let the agencies take course. And the Congress party also is doesn't hasten to play with people's mandate, as I already said.
But this isn't the normal. This is not what you say when others are raided. This is not what you say when other Congress leaders are targeted. In which case you call it a political witch hunt. Here it's not. Shehzad.
Does Mahima, can I not be interrupted? Is that the least I can be offered on this channel?
Go ahead, Shehzad.
Would Mahima categorize the action taken on Sanjay Singh and Manish Sisodia as wrong? Because her party came out and did press conferences saying that we started the inquiry. How come the action by ED on them is correct? And how come the action of IT on her leaders is wrong? So it depends based on your political convenience. And Mahima ji, please tell me that if in case you are so sure that this person has done nothing wrong, then come out and say it so. You are the ones who make allegations on all and sundry. Today, the question is that if you think you have no connection with this person's business, then take an action on him. Why don't you walk the talk? And I am not bothered about Congress. Congress has a history of corruption. But what about the Aam Aadmi Party? The Aam Aadmi Party came into the political domain saying that we have zero tolerance for corruption. Today, they are involved in Sharab Ghotala. Lalu Prasad has been convicted 4 times for Chara Ghotala. Samajwadi Party is mired in corruption. DMK is mired in corruption. So it's all this India alliance is all about corruption, commission, and that is what they're about. And therefore, they have all banded together to save and defend corruption.
But Shehzad, the argument that always comes your way, which Mahima Singh is saying, is this whole washing machine image that the BJP has, that anyone who jumps ship immediately gets a clean image.
So first of all, she's made that argument a couple of times. Is Mahima then accepting that her Maharashtra government under the Congress chief minister had actually indulged in a 70,000 crore irrigation scam? And point number 2, let me give you a specific example from Maharashtra. Pratap Sarnaik was with the Uddhav Sena. When he joined us, before that, the EOW, which was under Uddhav Sena and the NDA government, had given a clean check. Even though he joined us, even though our government was formed, in the Bombay High Court, your reporter Vidya has reported this, that the ED case was kept alive against Pratap Sarnaik. That is our commitment. Whether the person joins our alliance or doesn't join our alliance, if he is having a corruption case, it will continue. On the other hand, if Ajit Pawar was so corrupt, then are they saying that the 70,000 crore corruption was done by the chief minister of Congress party? Please let her accept that first.
Okay. I've run out of time. Quick reaction. Quick reaction.
Yeah. Will the BJP spokesperson tell us why has the government written off or allowed the 10 lakh crores of willful defaulters loans. Willful defaulters is the term to be, quote unquote, is to be underlined here, because it is willful defaulters and 10 lakh crores of the people's money. Farmers' loans, it is the Congress that does away
Okay, I
with.
don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time, Shehzad. I'm giving you 10 seconds because otherwise you'll cry unfair. So I'm giving you 10 seconds.
Mahima should understand the difference between a written-off loan and the written-off loans are the procedure that even the Manmohan Singh government adopted. This government has recovered bad loans of 8 lakh crores.
Okay. What's clear? Okay, Mahima is saying, Shehzad, thank you very much for joining us. I've run out of time completely. What's clear is that as far as corruption and the crackdown on corruption is concerned, it's still the #1 issue going into 2024 election. And this incident with Dheeraj Sahu definitely is a setback for the Congress, no matter how much they try to distance themselves. Thanks very much to our panelists for joining us. That's all we have time for on this broadcast.